Welcome to News Now Alberta. This is Special Ed. Well, we are going back to Calgary with an obsessed officer that harassed her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. Constable Jacqueline MacNeil has a history of harassing women, and the Calgary police knew this. This woman is a little psycho, if you ask me. One of those women is Sabrina Naprawa, who was victimized by MacNeil in 2015. When the officer harassed her through text messages, followed her, took photos of where she lived, and set up a fake dating account to lure her to a meeting spot. In addition to the harassment, MacNeil also admitted to searching Naprawa's personal information on the internal CPS database 13 times. This is scary because all of the database that the cops have at their fingertips they can use if for nefarious stuff like a psycho did. That's a big part of the reason Naprawa came forward to tell her story. She's frustrated MacNeil is still able to be employed as a police officer. After Naprawa asked MacNeil to stop communicating, the officer set up a fake dating account and pretended to be a lawyer interested in going out on a date with Naprawa. The two exchanged cell phone numbers. MacNeil, pretending to be a suitor, made plans to meet Naprawa and then didn't show up, following her home instead. She texted, apologizing. It was later determined that MacNeil was using a CPS-issued cell phone. Naprawa reported MacNeil to police. The CPS Domestic Conflict Unit investigated, but ultimately the Crown Office decided not to lay charges. It came out that she sent one of her ex-lovers 135 emails in 5 days, showing how totally out of control she is. All this time, she continued to be a cop and able to abuse the system. You are a home-wrecking whore, and I am going to make sure every cop knows that. Your reputation will be mud, wrote MacNeil, who also threatened to contact the woman's employer. Keep in mind that she pleaded guilty to these charges and is still a cop. It was later found that she was arrested again for the same thing with another woman who had dated one of her exes. She has a pattern. The presiding officer who accepted MacNeil's guilty plea handed her a 1-year demotion and 1 week suspension without pay. Oh wow, a whole week. What if you and I would have done this? We would be fired. It gets worse. Appearing in Stratford Court on Tuesday, the prosecutor, Caitlin Perrin, told the provincial court judge she was applying to withdraw MacNeil's charges. The Crown reviewed the file and has determined there was no reasonable likelihood of conviction. What does it take to convict? I would have been convicted if this was me using a database at work to harass women. From the Calgary Police, MacNeil was granted a conditional discharge after pleading guilty to unwanted communication. A charge of criminal harassment was withdrawn, but the fact she admitted to include harassing behavior. A conditional discharge means there is a finding of guilt, but if MacNeil abides by court order conditions that she stays away from the victim to attend counseling for 12 months, a conviction will not be registered. So no conviction registered means she won't have a criminal record for being such a criminal. Good old thin blue line gang. After a year, that won't even affect her getting a promotion. What do you think of this? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.